Hi, I'm here with Quinton Johnson, and he's a person that I would attribute as a friend of mine through chess, of course. And I'm going to interview Quinton. He's known as Q throughout the country in New Zealand chess. And so we're here currently at the Otago Museum, and I believe it's the 21st of September 2018. Now, so hi Quinton. And we've just had these lovely coffees, just delivered. So anyway, let's get ahead. So hi Quinton.
Hi, David. Thanks very much.
And how are you?
I'm good, actually, yeah.
Good. You're feeling good. So you're not nervous?
I better have a coffee to make sure I'm on top of my game.
That's not going to help you, Quinton. That can hardly help. We've got some sort of beast behind us there, but anyway, let's get on. Okay, who taught you chess?
I think I learned at school, and I can't quite remember if anyone showed me the moves or if it was just something you did. I was quite keen to join the chess club at primary school, and we had the Chess for Children book, the Botten Morrison one. That actually I taught myself by reading that.
Oh, did you?
With an ornamental set. So,
An ornamental set, yes.
So my aunt gave my parents. So I used to get that down and go through the book many times. So it was kind of self-taught. I don't recall, but if someone showed me the moves, I don't remember who it was.
Someone showed you the moves, yeah. Okay. When did you start playing chess?
So it was about age 8 or 9 or so. About age 8.
When you were a bit younger, I seem to think you were quite young when I met you.
I was older. Must have been 12 or 13 by the time you first met.
Because you were first at the juniors. You were I met you at the juniors at the Otago Chess Club.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I was at Canterbury. I didn't join the Canterbury Chess Club until I was 13.
No, Otago Chess Club.
I'm from Christchurch.
Oh, were you from Christchurch? Oh,
that's where you know me from.
Duh.
Not from here.
David.
I just live here now.
Okay, well, we better move on from that question then. And so, why do you play chess, Quinton?
It's just always been the game that I've been drawn to. It's like the elements of fairness and the fact that there's the way it works, where nothing's hidden. You've got all the ability to work it out for yourself, and so I always think that's it. And plus, I've always been inspired by playing over the best games of great players. And wanting to do that for myself. So the fact that it's really accessible for the past games, you've got all of the amazing literature that you can access has been the real draw card for me about chess.
Right. What does chess do for you?
I think it really helped me develop my thinking in adult life. So first, I ended up reading a lot of non-fiction books because of reading chess books, right? And they're all written in a logical style. They're exposing an argument about why this is the best move. And so it's not surprising that when I went to university, I ended up doing mathematics and philosophy, which are reasoning types of subjects, because I've been trained in that since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it does for me. And understanding how to develop a skill by constantly refining your abilities in a certain area. This can be applied to anything after that. It's not just chess.
What has chess got for you?
I think it's just it's like space where you can go into the zone and just sort of focus on something entirely outside normal routine life for a while and be completely involved in it.
Yeah.
And completely absorbed in it.
Yeah.
And that's really great. I think it's so important for people in general to have that kind of outlet, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be chess, but for me, that's what it is. That's the thing that I can get lost in.
And the interaction too. Is that important to you? The interaction.
The chess culture is good. You know, it's really inclusive. Anybody can basically be part of it, and you're just. And your chess skill is a key to getting respect in that crowd. That's all it takes.
I've got another question for you. How do you handle an opponent that you don't like? If you want to answer that, that's not on our list of questions. How do you handle someone that you find distasteful at the board?
I'm always respectful at the board. It's
okay. That's good.
Bottom line. Yeah.
That's good. Another question I've got that I've just come up with. What if there was no chess? What would you take up?
I used to play drafts before I played chess. I had a draft set when I was younger, so maybe that. But it doesn't seem to be much of a game these days. So, and maybe I would have been drawn to something like bridge, which I understand is quite similar. I think I learned the rules once, but it's never been something I've gone and pursued. But it's got a lot of similar elements to chess.
Okay. What do you do if things don't go well? Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be just chess, but what do you do if things don't go well for you? How do you cope with that?
Well, in chess tournaments, when they don't go well, I tend to lose 3 games in a row, and that's just normal.
Yeah.
I haven't had a serious tournament for a long time where I haven't lost 3 games in a row. The old Queenside Castle, as I think Ewan Green once described it, in the middle of the score table. But that's because chess is actually...
The old Queenside Castle. I like that.
I mean, because when chess goes badly, it's actually very hard to just to overcome, because you've got no one else to blame. It's all your own fault, and so it's hard not to kick yourself into the next round and the next day. And so you're still getting over the first game, and meanwhile 2 more of them whisked by, and you haven't concentrated at all.
Yeah.
But in real life, I hope I cope better than that.
So do you find that, this is something for me, but do you find focus is very important for you, a very important word?
Yeah, I think so. You have to, it's one of the big lessons is that if you do have a bad experience, you need to find ways to let it go, and if it's coming into your mind when you're doing something else, like playing a new game, just push it out. Just go, okay, that's been and gone, and now I've got this new position in front of me, or I've got this new day, new job, whatever happened in the past. That's the past, and now I've got something else to focus on, and that's the important thing, and that's been really useful in my life in the last few years too.
Oh, right. Oh, thanks. What have been your favourite chess moments?
Well, there's two chess wins that I always recall, because they were over strong players and they were games which I played quite well, at least in part. So first time I played in the New Zealand Championship, I had a win over Paul Garbett.
Wow, that's a good one.
Yeah, and it was a nice win. You know, it got in the magazine, and it's just.
And that's when Paul was good, wasn't it?
He was good, yeah.
He's still very, very good.
He wasn't an IM, and he's since become an IM, so he was a FIDE master back in those days.
You may take a drink. You're allowed to drink your drink.
He was as strong as an IM.
You're speaking, so you have to take a drink.
But he didn't have the best tournament that year, and
well, don't put it don't put it down. Don't be
But
negative
that was
about
Paul.
it.
Like he could be the last place finisher and then the first place finisher. He's some of those people. I think he has a he's
fantastic
a hot run
person.
Or not. Yeah, he's a really nice
Fantastic.
guy. So, but he didn't win it that year. It was Russell Dive.
because you beat him.
Yeah, that's right. Russell Dive scored 10.5 out of 11, so you can't really.
Oh wow! And so, what other
more
special
recently,
moments?
Well, in the last time in 2013, I think it was, or I was South Island champion, and I included a win over Alex Vol from Australia.
We have to be careful about names because they might not want them, but that's okay.
And well, he's strong Australian IM.
Yeah,
and,
I know. Yeah.
I played a terrible opening, and I think he just relaxed and went horn hunting. And I crushed him with this kingside attack that was sacrifices, and it seemed to just play itself, and I was just amazed how it all went so well. I found that can happen when a strong player is cruising in a game, and after an early mistake, they also can be off their guard, and that's when you can get a chance.
Oh, good. Well done. How do you relate chess to life, if anything?
Well, there are a lot of things, aspects of it that you can draw analogies between chess and life. I think the fact that you have to get used to the idea of not always being successful, but those are learning experiences. That's the most important thing. I think that in chess you're going to lose a lot of games, or if you aren't, you're not playing good enough opponents, so you could play some different opponents. But in life, you'll always have setbacks, and it's not really the setback that's the issue, it's how you deal with it afterwards and what you learn from it. And that's where I think the strongest connection between chess and life is for me.
Okay. How does, if any, chess help you in life?
I think it's that, and also the ability to analyse things from a logical perspective. Just to organise my thoughts rationally. That's always useful. Setting aside things that aren't relevant, like in chess. You're constantly comparing decisions. It's a decision-making game, and in order to choose between different choices, you have to only compare the elements that are relevant in that position at that time, and in order to cut down your thinking time. And some of those techniques you can use in your life. It's like I'm an accountant, and relevance to the decision is a really important factor in accounting analysis.
Yeah.
And so chess has trained me for those kinds of decisions.
I understand you like blindfold chess. Please comment.
Yeah, I wish I brought my. I have a little Novak Solo from the late 80s, early 90s computer that just shows the moves in LCD, like an old calculator.
Yeah.
And so I just play that when I'm walking to work sometimes, and keeping the position in my head. And, It's good. It's good training because it doesn't play a particularly strong game, but it can. But in blindfold, I'm handicapped enough for it to have a decent chance. Because you can overlook a queen and bishop lineup on the diagonal when you're mated, and it's like, whoops, just let that go. So it helps train you to visualise the whole position, and that's always useful in chess. If you're looking at any position, you need to, especially as it gets far away from the position on the board, if you're looking at a wrong line, you need to have that ability to visualise.
Grab a coffee. Now, you're a Tiger Chess champion currently, I believe.
I think Hamish might have just taken the championship this year.
What?
Yeah.
That's a surprise. That's good.
Good. No,
He's a very, very good chess player. It might be because he's watching my chess channel?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
Not really. So you're president. How many times have you been president?
No, I'm not president. I'm,
Okay. Sorry.
never been president.
Have you?
No,
It's my mistake.
I was treasurer for 7 years.
Treasurer, 7 years.
I've been junior development officer for pretty much the whole time, but at least the last 10 years or more.
Oh yes, that's right. You're not president this year, are you?
No.
I know that for.
So, and that's my current. I'm currently just junior development officer and have been for ever since Tony Dowden left. I think.
Okay.
taken
So you're. That's why I know you as well. That you're a junior coach.
Yeah. So my wife and I we coached a group on Friday.
Oh, wow.
evenings and.
That still goes.
Yeah, that's been going ever since we took over in 2005. So the last 13 years.
Okay, moving ahead. Any advice to budding chess players, Quinton, please? Any advice you've got?
They have to get used to recording their serious games and
Record your serious games, yes,
and reanalyze them
and reanalyze them. Very important.
Afterwards. It's
Yeah.
just if you're not doing that, then you're not really going to progress very far in chess because it's the only way to iron out those things that are holding the game back. And I think that the point is that if you're losing games because of a particular weakness, even though it's something you don't like studying much, you need to iron that out because then you'll meet stronger opponents. You'll learn more from them. You'll progress faster. Whereas if you're just you only care about mating attacks and then losing the in games time after time, well, you won't be playing players who are giving you a good enough test to progress. So I still have my I record every game that I play in a competition, and there you go. And I write my thoughts straight afterwards before any analysis.
Write your thoughts. That's really good.
And then these days I don't have a lot of time, but I record a key position and a bit of analysis on something that came up to me during the after the game, something where I could have improved over what I did.
So people come to you and say, "Oh, you could have played this move," and you record that down. That's really, I'm really impressed with that.
And then I eventually look at it with a computer because that shows you a whole bunch of other things.
It shows a lot of weaknesses, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. But it's important. I record what I was thinking as close to the game as I can.
So that's a really interesting answer. I really like your answer, and I really like it that you've got a prop with you. Very, very helpful because a picture paints 1,000 words. Moving ahead, generally speaking, if you want to comment, apart from chess, what in life is important to you? You don't have to answer this. So, what things do you hold in high regard?
I hold my wife in high regard, and we do a lot together. It's really great that we're able to work together doing the chess coaching because that's something that we both get a lot from. She doesn't really play chess, but she knows the rules and can teach the younger players up to a certain point, and that's really good. So we can share the load. And
she keeps up with the rules.
Yeah,
how can you do that?
Entirely, and just getting out into nature. It's one of the great things about living in
nature.
Dunedin is that you've got such good access to it.
Yeah, lovely. So the nature is very important to you and your wife and relationship.
Yeah.
And obviously relationships with other people, even if they're people like me. You can still be nice to me.
You don't need to put yourself down there, David. There's nothing wrong.
I'm not sure about... it's not about me. What activities, principles, help you at the board?
Well, one of the things that I've focus on is during, if you're playing serious tournament games.
Could be exercise or whatever.
Yeah, keeping fit is important to play long games because you get tired, and I focus on. I do yoga as well, and keeping it monitoring your breathing during chess because it's quite easy to get tense, and then you're sort of holding your breath, and that doesn't lead to really good brain activity after 3 hours. So you want to just kind of keep relaxed as much as possible.
I see that in you. I see that you always seem to look like you're comfortable and at ease. You don't look like you. If you're in a position I think isn't great, you don't show it at the board. So that's good for you anyway because that means you're like a poker player.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got a good poker face. That's the thing.
I'm going to have to do some research on that. I'm going to have to ask some people. Maybe that'll be a future question for other people. Do you think that when you've had a bad or good position against Q, just joking, I'm not really going to.
If I blunder, I try not to give it away straight away.
It's very important, isn't it, I think? So, strengths and weaknesses in chess. Can you please comment? You don't have to. You don't have to say, I find that when you know your weaknesses, like you've just shown me with your book, so your props, do you think that it's very important? I'm probably putting words in your mouth, Your Honour. Probably someone who's a professor of something would probably say that's putting words in his mouth, so I'll leave it up to you.
Well, I wasn't keen on studying openings for a long time when I was playing chess, so when I was a junior I didn't really like it, and that held me back I think a bit. It wasn't until I was in my 20s and I thought, I just really have to get used to this because I'm getting beaten out of the opening too often or struggling with a rotten position, and so I just knuckled down and dealt with it. It would have been better if I'd done that earlier. I would have reached a higher level earlier and had that better experience when I had more time. That's probably still a weakness. I've got a reasonable repertoire now. I've worked it out, but it was kind of like not wanting to do the things that I needed to do in chess to improve my game soon enough. But eventually I matured and realised I just had to do them. Couldn't avoid it. And I make these days I make a lot of blunders, which is I think is common once you've passed 40 odd or so. It's just your brain makes oversights in ways that it didn't used to. I think I was tactically more accurate when I was a younger player, but now I can easily just overlook something simple. I left my clean on pretty early this year.
Ouch.
I just thought I'd made the move that retreated it already and left it there.
Now, the final question, getting off chess subject, it's sort of related to chess. 0 times a billion, obvious, billion. You know the answer to that is 0 or 0, but not O. It's 0. But what about 0 times infinity?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. It's still 0 because infinity isn't. It's big, but it doesn't overcome the 0. That's my view.
Well, thank you very, very much for your time, Quinton. I hope we haven't gone over time. I'm thinking we might have, but thank you very much for allowing me to interview you. I've been really, really happy with doing this, and I hope the feeling is mutual. Thank you. Thanks. It's over and out from David Wegener.